I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play action. It's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. There's Wilson to throw. And he's got Lockett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down.
Green 80.
Here we go. Butts it. Check three.
Now Wilson on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 32 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On second down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go. Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First down, Seahawks.
First down, the run with Lynch. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. Wilson now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. 6-0 our score after 1.
Check 48's the mark. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Hey, 0.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. being chased out left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This is Elliott, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Wilson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Malik Collins in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Now it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Myers' kick is good, and that will make our score 9-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On second down, it's Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Steps away to his left. He'll find Metcalf. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action with Wilson. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 33 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Right now, under 100 yards of total offense. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Prescott yet again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 62 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
When you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, I'm just sitting back in my chair. Let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the out. Watch the out. No. 26.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott now going to take a shot for Gallup, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield, and look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. And now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34. MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this case, we're going to have an upset. Middle linebacker Fred Warner is going to have 13 tackles and an interception return for a touchdown and be the upset MVP winner over Jimmy Garoppolo, because in the Super Bowl, if the quarterback does anything, he wins the award. But this time, the defense, which got them there, is going to take charge.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Malik Collins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Let's go 47.
Prescott from the gun. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Well, Charles, you and I have made our predictions for Super Bowl 54. We're coming soon, the official Madden NFL 20 Super Bowl prediction. Something Madden folks do every year is predict how they think the big game is going to play out. And that prediction, with the help, by the way, from Peyton and Eli Manning, is going to be revealed on Thursday, January 30th, 9 Eastern. Go to EA.com/theprediction to check it out. And keep playing Madden to feed the machine and tell us who you think will win as well. Again, it's EA.com/theprediction. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Prescott to throw on fourth. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 31 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On first down, it's Lynch. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 22 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
The carry now for Lynch. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second and 12, Wilson dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Wilson now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's first and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Robert Quinn able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. On first and 10, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on second and 16 after the sack. Prescott. He sets to fire deep. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep. It got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long.
Here we go, 46. We're going to 54. Why 26.
Prescott to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. They run again on first down, Lynch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because